Right, there's your agenda then, boys and girls. Apply your knowledge, activities 1 and 2 on page 55. Okay, a little bit of an evaluation of things that we've already done. Test yourself as well on page 57. They're self-explanatory. Your forum is about favorite coins or notes, and you might need to do a bit of research for that one. And we finish with a worksheet where we create our own. Any questions about that? Chuck them in the chat and I will answer them. I have some money here from my country. This, Max, was going to pay you for the tea bags for when you went to London. I don't know if you can see that. 5 beautiful English pounds. We have on this side the Queen. We're lucky enough to have a Queen. On this side, anybody know who that bad boy is? If you know, write it down in the comments. Anybody know who he is? Let's have a look at the chat. See if anybody gets it. There he is. What a wonderful guy. Alan, there we go. Ines. Oh, Ines was in there as well. Winston Churchill, yeah. Underneath, it has one of his quotes. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. And it also has the date he was born, or the year he was born, and the year he died, 1965. Next to him, I don't know if you can see, is the Houses of Parliament. And the tower that has Big Ben in it. And on the other side, it has a bit of legal stuff. I promise to pay the bearer on demand the sum of £5. And then a load of security stuff to try and make it uncopyable. So these are the new £5 notes. Pound coins. Here we have an old one. Queen's head on one side, and the other side we have a thistle. Anyway, those were changed because they were too easy to copy. Lots of people were copying them. So now they've changed them and they look a little bit like your 10 pesos because they have some silver in the middle. You can see that? This is a new one. Beautiful, beautiful. And on that side, you have the 4 flowers of the shamrock of Ireland, the thistle of Scotland, the leek, which is a type of vegetable from Wales, and the rose is English. That was designed by a 15-year-old, and you can have a look at that information at the end of the class. Lovely. Now, I haven't got a £2 coin with me. Let's see if I can share my screen. Can you see that picture? Now, the £2 coin is the same size as your 10 pesos. When I went back to England, I had a few 10 peso coins, and I managed to buy a few drinks at the pub with 10 peso coins instead of £2. So I didn't check them very well. So that saved me a bit of money. Let's have a look at your activity for today. Here it is. 9.4 is a worksheet where you're going to create your own coin or banknote for a country of your choice. I'd like you not to do Mexico because that's too easy for you. I want you to investigate a bit about a country. Here, you have a little space where you can do your design. Remember that notes and coins have 2 sides, so you have to do 2 sides. Here is a little space where you get to tell me why you designed it the way you did. And for a bit of help on creating this activity, I have a little presentation for you. Write your end in mind to identify and analyze the main features of coins or bills and use historical and cultural knowledge to create our own coin and or banknote designs. End in mind. Lovely bit of leader in me there. Okay, here's a video for you. It's probably gonna lag quite a bit. So instead of watching the video, I will send you the link. I will put the link on or the detail section of the YouTube video when I upload the highlights. So we'll move on. We won't watch that one. There's the transcript if you need it. As I said, we'll come back to that. Okay, I would like a volunteer. One volunteer put their hands up. First one I see. 2 participants have raised their hand. Dirapu, we haven't heard from you in my virtual classes, so I'll unmute you. I'd like you to describe this banknote.
All of them?
Just this one. We've got the front and the back.
Okay. Well, yes, a Penguin dollar. It's from Peewee Island. It's of $1. The main character of the bill is a bird, and it has a lot of details to don't miss the cup. And it also have like a quote, or I don't know, behind the picture of the island, and also have the signature someone of the government, and that's all.
Lovely, very good. Yeah, I don't know whose the signature is. It says that it's part of the United States Virgin Islands. I don't know much about Peewee Island, but it's a very pretty banknote, isn't it? Thank you, Dirapu. And here's one. I would like Daniela to try this one. So Daniela, as you got your hand up.
We can see that that picture is of birds, and I think the government decided to put that animal because it is very important on the fauna of the country. It is from Trinidad and Tobago, and it is of $50. It shows a picture of 2 buildings and a woman with a costume in the right side.
Very good, thank you. Ines, describe this one for me, please.
Okay, this is from Uganda. We can see at the center of it the shape of the country, I think, and also a gorilla or a monkey. Then next to it, there are 2 shapes of another 2 gorillas. One of them is carrying a baby one, and then there is a statue or something like that of a man in a log, or that at least is how it looks like. It's a 50,000 bill, and yeah, that's all.
50,000 shillings, which sounded like a lot of money. So I went on currency converter, and it's about 325 pesos. So
Whoa.
For buying big stuff, they must get into hundreds of thousands, millions pretty easily. Bit confusing in my opinion, but there we go. And we'll have a look at another one, and we'll have Max.
Okay. I think that is a Russian or like similar banknote. I think because it is the language placed in there is like Russian or like Ukrainian, something like that. And we can see in there it is 20, I don't know, Doseska Slovtich. There are 20, I don't know, 20 pesos or $20 or 20 washi. And in that.
Lost you a few times in there. So you can see on this banknote, there's lots of lines, which makes it difficult to copy when printing. It's from Poland. It says Polski at the top, which talking about the Polish bank. And there's a picture of the main building of the Polish bank on the note as well. Okay, one more we'll do. And look at this guy. Anyone want to talk about the next one, Fabian, you've got your hand up, so I'll unmute you. Fabian,
Yeah,
there we go.
that is of New Zealand, and in the bill is Edmund Hillary, and also are the Mount Everest behind it. Behind him. Also, it is a bird. I don't know what species, and it is about like $5, $5. I don't know, and also has like what's that teacher of purple and yellow?
That
Like-
bit is like a hologram.
I don't know.
So we have the holograms to make them difficult to copy.
Yeah, and it's a 5. That's all.
Yeah, $5, New Zealand dollars. And it has a little bit of information in English, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, and then in Maori, I guess. So yeah, lovely banknote, that one. Our good boy, Edmund Hillary. And we'll move on. Aspects to consider when designing our banknotes or coins. Physical aspects rather than aesthetical we'll start with. Chuck in the text any ideas you have. The material, Alan, very good. To not copy, good. The size, Alan, nice. I don't think I put size on the presentation. The cost or the value, yeah. So, material, good, Alan. Counterfeiting, that's when it's copied, if they're easy to copy or difficult to copy, Max. Production costs, Fabian. So all of those were in there. What about the design? So we've mentioned a few things in the chat, the illustrations. What do we usually have on designs? So I did a bit of investigation. I've looked at a few things. A lot of them have something to do with national history. Okay, we have some scientific inventions, etc. The sovereignty in England, we have the Queen's head on all of the notes and coins. In America, they don't have a queen, and they probably wouldn't want to have Donald Trump's face or head on all of the coins. Also, thinking about production costs, they change their presidents quite often, whereas the Queen hasn't changed for a very long time. Eder and Pearlie, you've had the same ideas. Landmarks. Okay, we can have the natural ones, for example, volcanoes, that kind of thing, natural landmarks, and the man-made ones. We've got the famous Stonehenge. Ines, good. Alison, good. Flora, what is flora, boys and girls? Do we know? Okay, a lot of places are famous for certain types of plants. Yeah, perfect. Alison, good. Nature, we include flora. For example, England is famous for its roses, the Netherlands for tulips, that kind of thing. Fauna, we saw a lot in the examples, which is the animals. Yep, Fabian, the animals. We saw the penguins in the New Zealand one. We saw the birds in the first bill that we looked at. National colors is very good, yeah. Usually have different color for different notes, so they're easy to recognize. Very important people, the VIPs. We saw Sir Edmund Hillary on the New Zealand one. Very important people. Winston Churchill on my English one. Religions. Something interesting about the £5 note from England is that in the process of making it, they use parts of a cow. I can't remember exactly what part, but there's a lot of Hindu people especially, and a lot of animal cruelty people who say that they don't like to have to use a £5 note that is made with parts of a cow. Political advances, a lot of those in older coins. Yeah, it needs to have the note from the National Bank, and we need to know what country it comes from. Good, Alan. Anniversaries, a lot of them used for anniversaries. For example, coins came out for the Diamond Jubilee of the Queen, for deaths of people as well. Further reading, we've got a couple of bits. There's one, and then I'll try and find that one about the cow, using cows for you, because it was quite interesting. Well, I found it interesting anyway. So let's get that off, and we'll answer questions. Can I share the last slide again? Ines, the presentation will be available on the YouTube channel, so you can get the information then. I'll add the bit about the cows on as well, so you can check that